Okay, Rev Sauce TV here. Make sure to rate, like, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon for the latest and greatest that comes to my channel. Also, guys, all my links, if you want to help a brother out, which would be very appreciated, down below will be my donation link. Make sure to click on that if you want to help me get some equipment, things that I need for the channel going forward. I would appreciate you a lot. Anyway, let's get into this and let's talk about the CM Punk and Jack Perry altercation. Again, there's 5 different reports. Of course there is. And who's leaking this out as AEW talent or talent relations? You know, who's leaking this out? Who's gaining from this? Because somebody is telling somebody things, and these dirt sheets are rolling with it, which I think is disgusting. And 2, you can't take this story serious. Like, seriously, you just really can't, because it's wild. I'll have the links down below to everything for this, altercation. But when you read it, it's 5 different versions. What one do you take serious? Again, I can't take the dirt sheet serious. Again, and it just looks like they're just looking for something to smear Punk. Which one do you believe? Do you believe the story that CM Punk choked out Jack Perry and put him to sleep and then he was asked to leave? Do you believe the other one where they just had a shoving match and that was it? Do you believe the other story where Punk basically was trying to help him and then he said, fuck you, went out and did the spot and then said some choice words, cry me a river, this is real glass, this is how I'm not a bitch or whatever, and then went backstage and started, going at Punk with, fisticuffs? What do you believe? At the end of the day, it just makes no sense when you have 5 different versions. You have dirt sheets saying different versions of the story. Nobody can put a definitive answer on it. Everybody seems to have like this answer, that answer. So is this story fairy tale dust type story? Because it makes no sense to me. When you have different versions of stories, you have wrestlers coming out, then you have Tony Khan basically saying we're going to take it under advisement / investigation, and he can't be truly transparent. And the other stories were saying he was right there when it was happening and saw the whole thing break down. Again, first of all, where's Tony Khan on this? Why is CM Punk able to do what he does? This is Hogan type heat. If you want to go there, Hogan did this back in the day. And other wrestlers have. Like Undertaker has in WWE. The Rock used to do it. Jericho used to do it. And used to get in altercations all the time backstage with younger talent. So whoever's reporting this is looking to smear somebody. Secretly, somebody backstage is leaking this stuff out to the dirt sheets. Again, that's disgusting because this should be handled quietly behind the scenes. We shouldn't even hear about this kind of stuff. This should be dealt with backstage. There should be an investigation done quietly, and that should be that. Honestly. I think it's freaking silly that we're even having this conversation as us in YouTubers. This is nothing. This happens every day in every locker room, which I don't understand. If you go and listen to old WWE stuff from Ruthless Aggression down, or even in the Attitude Era, this stuff was on the normal. Wrestlers would bring guns into the locker room and knives to defend themselves because they would go to blows so hard to where you were afraid. Certain wrestlers didn't like each other. So again, as I said time and time again, what conversation are we really having here about CM Punk and even Jungle Boy? I think this is freaking silly. I can't take any of these dirt sheets serious. I can't take Tony Khan serious. I seriously, for the love of me, think that this is all just silly. And if AEW is really leaking their shit out to the public, shame on them. This is so stupid. If they're doing this just to get traction, they're doing it wrong. And if other people are leaking it out, I think they need to do an internal investigation to find out who's leaking what. And if it's the EVPs leaking it out, that's just gross in itself. And I think, if we're sitting back, I think they need to sit down with these wrestlers and have a conversation of wake up, grow up, get over yourselves. We're here to make money. We're here to get along. And I think CM Punk should sit down with the Elite and Jungle Boy and everybody that's involved and sit down and have these conversations of let's grow up and let's make money. I think it's stupid that AEW wrestlers can't sit down and make money. This, honestly, personally, they should just turn it into a fucking feud. At this point, turn this bitch into a freaking stupid storyline for All Out. Real World's Champion CM Punk at an altercation versus Jungle Boy, or Jungle Boy had an altercation, and we're going to feud it out at All Out. Tony Khan should have booked it right then and there. I don't know why they're not taking this and running and making money out of this. It's so stupid. Like, I honestly like the WWE culture as far as, you know, don't put it out there, don't say a word, attitude over AEW. Let's just put it all out there. And the dirt sheets are just rolling for whatever they got to roll for to get clicks and money and views. I find that shit disgusting. And at the end of the day, I don't care what side you're on. I'm a Punk fan. I'm a Jack Perry fan too. I love both of these guys. And I wish, you know, AEW wouldn't put this shit out, or whoever's leaking it put it out there. I wish the dirt sheets wouldn't roll this and make it into a CM Punk ad smearing campaign, which is ridiculously stupid in my opinion. And, you know, if Jungle Boy did what he did, or Jack Perry, did what he did, you poke the bear, you get what's coming to you. Eye for an eye. You just don't go to the biggest person in your company and cause fights. And vice versa, CM Punk should have handled it better. But if you're throwing fists at me and telling me to fuck off, I'm definitely going to hit you. I'm going to defend myself. You want to go to blows that bad? Boy, we will drop, and I will drop you. And that's what CM Punk did. CM Punk defended himself, which I don't think he's in the wrong here. He dropped the motherfucker. You're coming at me full board, backstage, ready to fight like this. I'm coming at you, and I'm going to knock you the fuck out and teach you a lesson. Again, he got choked the fuck out. That's what you get when you play with the bear with the horns, or freaking the bull with the horns. You get knocked the fuck out. I don't care who you are. You don't go after the biggest wrestler in the world. And there were stories out about Hulk Hogan, people going up, or Kevin Nash back in the day, and Kevin Nash literally knocking some motherfuckers out, and Hulk Hogan knocking some motherfuckers out. Come on now. Like, I do not understand why are people making this bigger than it needs to be. Again, why? Why are we making this out to be bigger than it needs to be? Why are we making it tenfold the biggest shit in the world? You know, I'm making a video on this because I find it silly how wrestling fans will just pick a side, and that's the way it is, but don't realize this is how the wrestling industry works. Do you think it's all peaches and herbs? Look what happened in WWE between Brock Lesnar and Vince McMahon going almost to blows. Look at Triple H and some of the stuff with his creations going to blows with him. Look at backstage with some of the wrestlers almost going to blow in WWE. Do we talk about that? No. But in AEW, we talk about how bad it is, and the locker room is toxic and all this. There's been fights in Impact locker rooms. You know, I've read reports on. So again, I really, really seriously, as a wrestling fan, think this is silly. I don't know about you guys, but the stories don't match the visuals. And again, an investigation's being done. Why? What you should do is get these two in a room, say, hey, look, we just had a beautiful show. You two need to either work this shit out as in people. Tony Khan, this is the one thing I do not like about Tony Khan. You're not taking your roster and sitting them down and saying, here, I'm the man. I pay your bills. I do this shit. We just had a beautiful show. He's not taking these two to the side and going, hey, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, after the fact, when they get back to America, they turn around, they say, we're having a meeting between you two people and Tony Khan. They get in a room, and he's like, hey, we just had the biggest show, the biggest draw, the biggest amount of money in our company's history. Look, you cannot be doing this, both of you. What I propose is you guys shake hands. I don't care if you like each other. Shake hands, and we're going to have a match between you two going forward. to play off of this so you guys can make more money and have a bigger purse and put more food in your mouth. I don't understand this in 2023. I seriously don't get AEW sometimes. This is the times that I don't get it. And I do not understand the dirt sheets. I do not understand why in the freaking fucking hell we're doing this on a Monday or even on a Sunday. And it just looks like these ad smears, campaigns against Punk and all this, just looks to me like they're trying to damper what went right with AEW and the good things about All In Sunday night or afternoon, morning, whatever. Again, my name is Rev Sauce. This is personally my opinion. I think it's silly. I think it's stupid. I think what's in the locker room stays in the locker room. I think, honestly, Tony Khan needs to do better than having this stuff leak out to these dirt sheets. Or maybe he's doing it on purpose. Maybe they're doing this all on purpose, thinking that they're going to make a lot of money out of this. More people are going to come into watching AEW because drama sells. Reality sells. So Warner Brothers Discovery, what do they mainly do? Probably, they do a lot of drama series, TLC, a lot of 90 Day Fiancé, things like that. So maybe they're the ones leaking it out and they're okay with it. Because I haven't seen any articles of Punk being, suspended or fined a certain amount of money. So at the end of the day, my name is Rev Sauce. What do you guys think down below? For me, this is freaking silly. This is the most dumbest shit. This happens normally in a locker room. I don't care. Go watch Undertaker. Go watch The Rock. Go watch Stone Cold. They talk about the what happened back in the Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era, and even what happened up until now, how the locker room operates. Again, I don't understand why people are making this bigger than it needs to be. It shouldn't be. Anyway, my name is Rev Sauce. Let me know down below what you think. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.